Two people indicted for mail theft and fraud here in Tallahassee. Jaheed Anthony Lloyd Williams and Tasia Avion Smith face over 24 charges ranging from bank fraud, theft of mail, and stealing of mail keys, identity theft. U.S. Postal inspectors say this investigation and these suspects are in direct response to mail theft and check fraud reports here in the Big Bend. Our WCTV Investigates team looked into the rising trend of check washing, where people intercept mailed checks and change the info on it to steal money. In their Washed Away series, they spoke with USPS inspectors, check washing victims, and even uncovered a fraud spot in Leon County. You can see their full reporting right now on WCTV.